Welcome to the Magic City, Birmingham, Alabama, and Protective Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Jacksonville State Gamecocks and the UAB Blazers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, Jacksonville State's head coach told me before the game, they are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation. And now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Got the first down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Drills him with the stiff arm. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Gamecocks come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Brown. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Running inside. It's Savage. Breaks into the open. And they swarm him under.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Brown. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. He marched 78 yards down the field, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Holmes. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Crawford. He's got the back in the middle. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabs it in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Makes the quick grab. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
The Blazers offense looks primed and ready to get things rolling here. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Now on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Looking for the score. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment, calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect, and then he does that. Drops the ball right in his hands.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Out wide right, it's Johnson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get in the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Calls his own number. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
This quarterback part of their running game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The run inside. It's Brown. He's got enough. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to Brown. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He'll set up to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Savage. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Motion from the wideout. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A give to Brown. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Hits inside. It's Savage. He's got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Brown. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Rush is on. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast, and you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Johnson. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Get this close, you got to go for it. They need inches on 4th down from the 10. They'll run for it. It's Brown. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And, man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot of as a defense, man. You don't want that running back getting to the 2nd level where your defensive backs now have to make plays. Those guys are paid to cover. And, yes, they are paid to cover wide receivers, to make sure that they don't get open, not to make tackles consistently. So the defensive line, the linebackers, got to do a better job stopping this run.
On first down, it's Brown again. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll run with Brown. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Great job by the back on the option. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield, it's Crawford. Rush right in his face. He'll get a fresh set of down, stopped at the 31-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Drops back on first down. Oh, pressure's coming. Left side is Burris. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. They're all over him. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at LSU taking on the number 12 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Tigers, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
UAB comes out, the offense looking for a productive drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Sets his feet. It's Crawford. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. He'll take it himself. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Long way to go on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Cotton. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. Got it, looking for the first down. Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And they tacked on the extra point. Here he comes with the return. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
He's going to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Look out! Trying to get away. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. The Blazers will punt this one away. Trying to take it back. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
He's loose down the middle. The 20. Inside. Into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it back looking for help. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration at the front.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Can they catch him? They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
And the Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And he tacks on the extra point. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Catch in the middle. It's Ferguson. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Hand it to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
And the Blazers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Just feeds the running back. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Crawford. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Blazers send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields the punt. Jacksonville State's offense comes out ready to start this drive. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. 2nd and long here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Right back to it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Searching for space. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. The Blazers offense looks primed and ready to get things rolling here. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Crawford. Unloads to the wideout. Nice play to knock that one down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
From the gun, the running back has it. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Blazers will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I know 4 yards doesn't seem like a lot, but, man, it's so nice when you can dictate to a defense. And 4 yards, back-to-back plays, now set up where the whole playbook's available. I can do whatever I want. I can be aggressive. I love when offenses stay in that 3rd down and short range.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Bush is ahead. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now on the counter. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Turning it on! No matter how much college football changes, realigns,